Go ahead.
All right, hey gang, CFCS Chief here. We're at the STACCATO booth. We're going to do a rundown on the latest 2025 release. You're going to want to hear it. We've got Nick here with us from STACCATO, showing off the latest handgun.
Hey guys, what's up? So here's our new HD, right? So we have the HD P4. This year we came out with the HD P4, and then we have the HD P4.5. Some of the things that we kind of talked about with the change from our, what we would call legacy guns, V2, V3, WP, XC, CS, C2. The big changes that we're talking about is now accepts clock style mags in this. Full ambidextrous controls. The same stuff that you know and love coming from us at STACCATO, American made from start to finish, from the steel, aluminum, all the way to the tool steel parts, no mem parts at all. So a lot of the questions that we usually get in the booth is, hey, how do we take it apart? I'm not going to talk to you guys about that because that's a longer conversation. But some of the options that the gun comes with, right? So this gun is pretty much optioned out minus a mag well. So if you see here, the only thing we're basically missing is a mag well on this. This one will have the X series serrations. This comes with a curved trigger. All the guns that we're starting to release will be curved triggers, but we'll have threaded barrels, flat triggers in the future. Kind of stuff.
I was gonna say, like, why not flat right off the bat?
Yeah, and so for us, it's one of those things where we want to learn from our mistakes. A lot of the CS launch stuff that we did, it was hard to get guns out to people as fast as they wanted it. And so now we just kind of made it right, nice and easy, so we can. Guns are already shipping. I'll tell you that. So dealers, if you guys have dealers next to you guys or buy you guys, check into them. The 28th they'll be for sale.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So this one has the X series serrations. The front sights on these are Trichicons. The very base model, which will be like a stainless barrel, will have like Amerigo sights.
Nice.
Okay. Another thing is that we have the wider frame due to the magazine. We built this thing with the same 2011 grip angle that everybody knows and loves. Nothing there has changed whatsoever. The rear sight is now located in front of the optic. Some people like that, but also some people don't like that. I'm really confused on why some people. Maybe it's just like they're moving their cheese and then they're like,
why?
But in the world of dots, right? You want the dot as close as and unimpeded as you would want it. Right? So, the plate system that we're using is called the host system. The dot mounts directly through the plate system to the slide. So we're not a plate system that mounts to the gun. It's
like a traditional,
it's a through system, right? Recoil system's all updated and changed. It's a flat wire spring instead of a round spring. It also has a buffer piece there that catches the back end portion of the slide, so that it's easier to manage recoil. The sides of the frames have these cuts here. If you guys want to check those out, and that's gas pedals essentially that you guys can run your thumbs on. So if you can look here, you guys can push down there. There's actually lever that.
I like that it's divoted in. Makes it easier for holsters to just. You don't have to customize any major holsters.
100%. And Safariland makes holsters for the HDs.
Nice.
And so head by their booth and check out their stuff that they have for us.
We'll do.
Again, we still have the external extractor and the 4 and the 4.5 inch gun. They both have the same slide length. The only difference really between the 4 and the 4.5, if we can check that one out, is the sight block on the front. So the 4.5 just has a little bit longer frame, and then that sight block on the front to keep the weight down. And so weight down front, should I say, so that when you're running the gun, you can still run it as fast as this gun. But having that weight up front here really helps mitigate recoil impulse. So you're able to put more rounds downrange a little bit quicker. The mag catch is ambi as well, so it's an aluminum rolled mag catch, so it won't cause damage to any magazines or anything like that, whether you use polymer magazines or metal magazines, and you can flip it to either side.
Oh, that's cool. You guys really thought this through, which is great.
And it was really like the feedback that we got over the years of running the V1 and V2 guns, and V3 guns, even going into the CNCS, and then just taking all that data and the input from that, and then applying it to a gun. And we're lucky enough to have really smart people that are able to design this thing. Us oafs just shoot it and break it, and then we give it back to them and they fix it.
The grip texture, is there anything different? It looks a little different. I'm not sure. It's still a signature.
So this is similar to the Tactec structure. I would say it's a little bit rougher, slightly rougher than the Tactec. This is more like a skateboard grip tape. And the reason why we did that is we have to engineer the polymer to when we're changing from the old grip to the new grip. The polymer needs to flex, it needs to do all these things. So one of the big things that we want to make sure is that people hold their gun. The other last thing I want to kind of touch on is that Series 80. So everybody that was complaining about drop tests for whatever reason, the internet is a really awesome thing.
Right.
So First of all, don't drop your gun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Second of all, if you drop your gun for whatever reason, this thing has a firing pin block, so you don't have to really worry about that.
Talking about the Grand Thumb video?
I'm talking about whatever.
Without saying any names.
Oh, okay, my bad.
For whatever reason, people have, they went wild with that thing, and it's pretty funny to watch and interesting, right? I kind of akin it to the fact that, like, nobody wants to watch the news to see good news. They all want to watch the news because something's on fire, or, like, something's going on. So good for them. They're more than welcome to come over here and test these things out. We'll chat. But you won't have any of those issues. This thing's already been tested by third-party places up to 10 feet on the direct concrete. So all those issues are mitigated.
Cool. All right.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Henry.
It's good stuff. Look forward to getting one in.
Yeah.